What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Dallas, Texas, and as you can tell by the title, we're going to be covering Rock and Roll Hall of Fame honoree Stevie Ray Vaughan. Born and raised in this town where I am right now, just outside of Dallas, Texas. Anyway, we're going to go see a few locations today. Enjoy. Now let's go. We've made our way to Keist Park. It's either Keist or Keist. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but there's a memorial right here. It's called the Vaughan Brothers Artwork. So if we take a closer look, that's definitely Stevie, because you can tell by his hat right there. And that's Jimmy, and then this is the both of them together. This is Jimmy and Stevie as young boys. Here's another side shot of them. As we're here today, Stevie Ray Vaughan was born in Dallas, Texas, of course. He started playing his guitar at age 7, which, as we've talked about earlier too, he was inspired by his older brother, Jimmy Vaughan. I think by age 12, he was playing in garage bands, and within a few years after that, he was already playing in nightclubs. Age 17, however, he dropped out of high school to just solely focus on music. And after high school, he actually moved with his band down to Austin to seek better opportunities. Fun fact, which I didn't know until recently, but Stevie always played with his guitar pick upside down. Very interesting. And here we are, next spot, the Stevie Ray Vaughan Park. Cockrell Hill, Dallas, Texas. Close enough spot where he played his first gig. Just like reading a book, the wall goes through kind of the early stages of his life, so left to right. And they're all paintings, but they're based off photos. So Stevie Ray Vaughan, born at Methodist Hospital in Dallas, October 3rd, 1954. Stevie with older brother Jimmy playing their first ever guitars. This is where we're going to today as well, Stevie's family home in Oak Cliff. This photo, painting of a photo that we've seen, literally took place right here. SRV's Guitar Red, seen that in plenty of videos. The Vaughan brothers in 1978, as you can see, they're getting a little older now. And then the image we've come to know today, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Wow, this shot is just awesome. The following day after his final concert would be August 27th, 1990. Clapton's tour manager said that the weather was getting bad and they had to leave for the next city. 4 helicopters were waiting on a golf course to transport the group members to Chicago. Stevie was with Jimmy and Jimmy's wife Connie as they went to board the helicopter. They were told that the seats were reserved for all 3 of them. However, they discovered that the seats had been taken by Clapton's crew, with only 1 empty seat available. Stevie asked Jimmy and Connie if he could take the last seat. Jimmy and Connie said, sure, that's fine, and they caught the next flight. Stevie and the other 3 passengers departed aboard the 3rd helicopter in dense fog at 1 a.m. It was flying at a higher speed and slightly lower altitude. It banked sharply to the left and crashed into the side of a 300-foot ski slope. All on board were killed instantly. No one was even aware of the crash until the helicopter failed to arrive at its destination. Stevie Ray Vaughan was dead at 35.
The accident happened in dense fog after a concert at the Alpine Valley Music Theater. As with other air crashes, though, the exact cause may not be known for months. Joni Lum with that story.
Walworth County Sheriff's Police discovered the wreckage strewn across the Alpine Valley ski hill, only a quarter mile from the grassy heliport where the helicopter had taken off at 12:30 a.m.
You can see where the first strike of the helicopter impacted the ground, and the wreckage was strewn up the hill.
Stevie Ray Vaughan had just finished a marathon blues rock concert performed with guitarists Robert Cray and Eric Clapton. 3 of the victims were from Clapton's entourage: his agent Bobby Brooks, tour manager Colin Smythe, and bodyguard Nigel Brown. Pilot Jeff Brown also was killed. The victims were aboard one of 4 helicopters bound for Midway Airport. Theirs was reported missing when the other 3 arrived in Chicago. Investigators say they cannot confirm much more. But the helicopter's transponder, which sends a distress signal that can be picked up on radar, was not heard until 5 a.m. Authorities say a dense fog blanketed the area Sunday night. Concertgoers reportedly said they could barely drive out of the area. And while other pilots confirm that it can get quite foggy here in the valley, officials say it's too early to tell if weather was part of the cause of the accident.
Eric Clapton described Vaughan and the others as companions, associates, and friends. He called the accident a tragic loss of some very special people.
Well, we made our way to Laurel Land Cemetery, which is only about 12 minutes away from his childhood home. And we are now, it's my first time here, approaching the gravesite of the one and only Stevie Ray Vaughan. Look how beautiful this is. Wow. Stevie Ray Vaughan, October 3rd, 1954 to August 27th, 1990. But they got some beads, flowers. I love that star thing that's like right at the top. Now there's other people here. There's about 5 other people who are here as well. And they're nice enough to just let me kind of have this to myself right now so I can film, but I wanted to come and show his parents' grave. Jimmy Lee and Martha Jean Vaughan, buried right here behind him, the Vaughan estate. And as I've noticed too, there's also quite a number of other guitar picks here, but I want to, there's a few purple ones, so I guess I'll put it right there, nice and fresh. I'm a guitar player myself, so this is a little extra special for me. But I like to, you know, you come to grave sites and you always think like, oh yeah, here they are, you know. But I like to just imagine, you know, they're under. He's literally 6 feet under us right now. So, you know, very nice. At a beautiful place. Like, just check this out. Couldn't get any more beautiful than this, huh? Right under the trees. Nice cemetery. Right in his hometown. Very nice. Well, everyone, I'm signing off from the grave here of Stevie Ray Vaughan. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Such a, man, another very talented human being gone way too soon from a tragic accident. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment down below. Signing off from Laurel Land Funeral Home here in Dallas, Texas. Rest in peace, Stevie Ray Vaughan. We'll see y'all on the next one.